Good morning. I am Prof.Shanthamurthy B. Kulkarni, Department of English, GBR Degree College, Hadavi. I am going to present a critical appreciation of the poem Don't Call Me Indo Anglian by Syed Amanuddin, and this is for second semester become students. And let me introduce the poem first and go for the analysis later. No, I don't want to be a hodgepodge of culture, a confusion of language, a nullity of imagination, an abortive affair between Indo and an Anglo. I hate hyphens, the artificial bridges between artificial values in the name of the race, religion and language. I damn all hyphenated minds, prejudiced offsprings of unenlightened souls. I denounce all labels and label makers. I refuse to be a moonrock specimen to be analyzed, labeled and stored. For a curious, gloomy fellow to reanalyze, reclassify me for shelving me again. In this first study, you could make out that the poet is declaring openly, and he doesn't want to be called as an Indo Anglian. And in between Indo and Anglian, there is a hyphen. And he hates hyphen and he calls them as artificial bridges. And I hate hyphens, he says. And he does not belong to a hodgepodge culture. He belongs to a culture with rich heritage, as he is born and brought up in the city of Mysore. And he doesn't want to live between artificial values also. And he doesn't want to live and to be labeled in the name of a race, religion, language, and he declares that he hates all the hyphenated minds and the prejudices of the offsprings of the unenlightened souls. And he denounces all the labels and label makers, and he refuses to be a moonrock specimen, a rare specimen, to be analyzed and labeled and stored. And somebody may come in the future, he may take up the study and he may reanalyze and he may reclassify and he may put this specimen in the shelving again. And that is why he hates all these things which are very artificial. And in the second stanza he says, they call me Indo Anglian. I don't know why and what they mean. Kaveri flows in my way, Chamundi hills rise in my mind, and with stars afloat, eyes of the goddess smelling on the slain demon, Vrindavan fountains sing in my soul. And he declares that he belongs to my soul. And he doesn't want to be labeled and called as an Indo Anglian. Because Kaveri that flows in his blood veins, he says, and Chamundi hills, they raise in his mind with stars afloat. Eyes of the goddess smiling on the slain demon. Look at the reference to Chamundeshwari, and the slain demon is nothing but none other than Mahishasura. And Vrindavan fountains sing in my soul, he says. He also brings the rich beauty of the nature of the Vrindavan gardens here in this poem also. And in the next stanza he says, but I am not tied down to my childhood sea. I have led languages by their own ears. I have twisted creeds to force the truth out, and I have burned the candles in the caves of prejudice. I have surged in the oceans of being, and I have flown across the universe on the wings of my thought, he says in the next line. He doesn't want to be tied down to childhood and childhood seeds. And he has learned so many languages in the course of his life. And he has twisted a number of creeds to force to bring about the truth. And he has burned candles in the caves of prejudice. This is a beautiful line, The caves of prejudice is being lit by the candles of the knowledge by him. And I surged in the oceans of being. He wants to surge up through the oceans of being alive. And I have flown across the universe. He has traveled far and wide on the wings of my thought. Not on the wings of the planes, but on the wings of his thought. It's a beautiful expression. And look at the next stanza. They call me Indo Anglian, the mistaken, misinformed folk. And plus, me with all a small group of writers cloistering me, crippling me, I would rather roam with Kalidas and Kabir, or go on a spiritual journey with Dante, meditate with Khayyam on the mathematics of existence, or sing with Ghalib, the anguish of love, or drown with Lipo, kissing the moon's reflections in the river. He calls the people who addresses him as Indo Anglian as mistaken, misinformed folk. And he calls it as a class of some writers. They are cloistering, they are going around and round, and they are also crippling me, he says. Crippling me means they are trying to limit him and jeopardize his energies and strengths and capacities. And he would like to roam with Kalidas and Kabir. Look at his selection. Kalidas is one of the premier poets of Sanskrit, and Kabir is a poet. He works in between this world and the ethereal world. And he wants to take up a spiritual journey with Dante. Dante is a very wonderful poet of the medieval period in Europe. And he has produced a great deal of wonderful poems, epics, and he wants to go on with a spiritual journey with that Dante. And he wants to meditate with Khayyam on the mathematics of existence. Mathematics of existence is nothing but the living, the human beings upon this world, and the total sum of the living beings in the universe. And he wants to sing with Ghalib, the anguish of love. And he is also mentioning the great love poet Ghalib, and the love and the anguish, the agony that is created by love, that is made possible by the love. And he wishes to sing with Mirza Ghalib also. And he wants to drown with Lipo, a very well-known poet. And that Lipo wants to kiss the moon's reflection in the water. This is the height of poetic imagination as far as Syed Amanuddin is concerned. That Lipo wants to kiss the moon's reflection on the surface of the river. So it means it is very much clear, it is very much evident that he does not want to limit in any manner with any territory, and he wants to go beyond any possibility of the limitations of territory, not exactly physical territory, even the territory of the mind also. That is the greatness of Syed Amanuddin. And in the next stanza he says, they call me Indo Anglian. It's true. I write in English. I dream in the language of Shakespeare and Keats. But I am not an Anglo, my friend. I am a poet. I have lived 40 centuries under various names. I am now Amanuddin. You know, he says that the people call me Indo Anglian, but I am not an Anglian, he declares. I am an Indian, and more upon that, he doesn't want to limit himself to any piece of territory on this universe. And he said that I write in English, I express my poetic expressions, my poetic feelings in English, and I dream in the language of Shakespeare and Keats. He also mentioned the great poets like Shakespeare and John Keats. And he declares openly, categorically, that he is not an Anglo person, and he is addressing to us as friends, my friends. I am a poet. I am a poet is a wonderful declaration, and he declares it in a proud fashion. He is very much proud that he is a poet. I am a poet. I have lived 40 centuries under various names, he says. Poet is the same everywhere. Poet is the same all through the centuries. Poetic genius is the same all through number of centuries, and he says that I have lived through 40 centuries under various names, and now for this life I am Amanuddin, he declares. My name is Amanuddin. I am a poet. I does not want to limit for this cult and that race and this religion and that community and this territory and that state, this nation and that continent. Nothing of that sort. I belong to this world. I have lived with so many names through 40 centuries. He only takes the span of some 40 centuries with various names. But now, in this life, my name is Amanuddin. I am a poet. I am not an Indo Anglian. I am a human being. And I express in a poetic fashion all the human sensibilities, all the human feelings, all the human troubles, worries, queries, joy, sorrow, agony, pain, and everything. And that is why, don't call me an Indo Anglian. Don't limit me to that limitation, that reservation. I am a free bird. I am a free soul. I have taken birth for so many times, say some 40 centuries, only to express my feelings, only to express the feelings of my fellow beings, only to better the living of the existence of the human beings upon this world. And that is exactly what the poet feels. And this Syed Amanuddin happens to be a great man who has taken birth in the city of Mysore, and he was educated at Mysore and a number of other universities outside America and so on. And he is a wonderful artist, painter, photographer, philosopher, and more upon that, he is an English professor who professed English and the beauty of English for so many years to come, for so many realms of the minds of the people. And this is about the poem, Don't Call Me Indo Anglian by Syed Amanuddin. Thank you.